How did that event 10 days ago affect you? Did you ever think about it in the 10 days?
Not all 10 days. Not all 10 days. I did think about it every single day for 10 days.
But you have thought about it?
Yes.
And what happened when you thought about it? New level now. Pushing it on a new level. Okay. When you thought about it, all right, what came to your mind?
Unfair. It was unfair.
And what did it, yes, unfair, unjust, yeah? And, go ahead, and then what?
Anger.
Anger? More?
Couldn't believe, disbelief. Couldn't believe that this person did what she did. The other person.
And therefore, was there any action in what you were thinking about? You were angry.
Yes, I then proceeded that I would take this girl out to a movie.
So then you had a certain kind of plan, right? Take her out, right? Go ahead. And did it have any thought about the person who insulted her or wounded her?
Well, I had thoughts about it.
What kind of thoughts? Send her a dozen roses?
No.
What?
There was more, how can you adopt someone?
What?
It was more reasoning in my mind.
I don't mind.
How
What?
can you adopt someone in your family but not treat them as though they're part of your family?
So then what would you be doing with them in your mind? Come on.
Reasoning out.
What?
Reasoning out.
Right. You were occupied then with this as a drama in your mind. Right? And making certain kind of plans on how to take the other girl out. Right? So it involved you, didn't it? Psychically, it involved you. Yeah. A lot of energy is going on.
I wouldn't say a lot.
Well, okay, just a thought is some energy.
There's energy. Not a lot.
And anger is sometimes called energy.
Yeah, but it was anger for a short period, not for extended 10 days.
For however long it was there a little energy going along the way?
There was a little energy, not a lot.
Okay. But there was some energy going on for 10 days in spurts.
Not for 10 days.
We're 1/3 of the 10 days, whenever it occurred.
Whenever it occurred, there was some energy, yes.
Thank you.
Whenever it occurred.
Yeah.
Are you dividing the intensity of when it occurred over 10 days?
No, it did not occur every day for 10 days.
Well, you see,
Periodically for 10 days.
that's all right. Periodically it occupied you. Right. And when did you have this dream?
This morning.
This morning. Ah. By the way, is any part of this you experienced yesterday?
A little bit.
Oh, a little bit. You mean someone insulted someone a little bit?
No. I was trying to do something to make her feel better.
Oh, then yesterday you were trying to play out the plan.
Right.
Ah. You see, this involves in a certain activity, doesn't it?
Yes, my time. It takes my time out.
It's your time, it's your life being spent, isn't it? And so you planned it, and so what happened?
Well, it's still up in the air.
But you planned it, you talked to her?
Yes.
Oh, you're planning it? So last night you had a dream that said, hey, want to take a look at what you're doing? Are you still going to do it?
Yes. I might have a different topic there about it.
Yeah, you're going to do it because that will make her feel good. And will cure the wound, won't it?
That was the intention, but I'm thinking I'll still do it, but we'll have a different kind of talk.
Oh, now you might have a different kind of talk? Well, what kind of different kind of talk will you have? Application of a dream. Go ahead.
To ask her what she thought about what just happened to her. Have her say how she was treated. The effect.
I suppose you find out it didn't make any difference.
Oh, I made a difference.
Good. Okay, is it likely then you might then engage her in a talk?
Yes.
Would you share with her this dream?
She's 10 years old.
What?
She's 10 years old.
Oh, that's lovely. She's 10. That's why she could be talked to. That's the right time to talk to a girl, 10. By 12, they're really in a great place. After that, I don't know. Right? No. Couldn't you talk to her about it? Okay, fine and fair. But then, would you say then talking about this dream may in fact affect you tomorrow and your relations with her?
Definitely.
Then what is the dream doing? Now watch now. Notice now we have a different dynamic, and this is the dynamic I want to talk about, right? You see, there is an event in the real life. The event awakens an old image. The image has a role. It plays out a drama. That's a fantasy. That's a fantasy. That's a fantasy.
Can you repeat that, please? Go ahead, force it out.
There is an event that took place. She was insulted, hurt, wounded. Later, had these thoughts about it, about what to do, what to plan. That's a fantasy.
Which part is the fantasy?
It's all a fantasy because it's not real. It's not going to make her feel good. And if she does feel good, it won't be because that you did something about the wound. No matter how meaningful your relationship is with the girl, it isn't going to cure the original insult, is it? Therefore,
It's not going to help.
it's not related to the event which it is presumably intended to cure.
Nothing is said.
It's a fantasy.
Because the shop's still going to close.
Okay.
Right? Now, a fantasy is always the condition for the dream. This is your waking world. Something occurs. Something occurs. If you respond, if it awakens an old image, that old image has its own role built into it. It has a drama to unfold within it. It is from this point on fated, determined, fated, determined, fixed.
The image,
Well, that's-
when you talk about the image that I have or the image that she has, or who has the image that you're referring to?
When you saw yourself here,
Right.
judging her, judging it as unfair, angered, you couldn't believe it,
Right.
that's a myth. That's an image of
Why
it.
is that an image?
Well, because
Why
why,
is it a myth? It was unfair.
pardon me, why couldn't you believe it? That's what goes on every day in the world. Why couldn't you believe it? What's there unbelievable about it?
Well, that part may be an image, but the
Fine,
unfairness is
fine.
an image.
What were you angered about? Should it evoke your anger?
Yes.
Why?
How can you adopt someone in your family and not treat them like they're part of your family? What are you doing?
Oh, how can you adopt someone into your family? This child was being adopted into the family, and therefore, isn't this a way of introducing them into the family? Isn't this a way of introducing them to the family?
Into a sick idea of family, but,
Thank you. Isn't this the way they're introducing them to the family?
but that's not how I'm using the word when I say, how can you bring someone in your family and not treat them as part of your family?
But aren't they introducing her to the
To
family?
a sick idea of what it means to
Is she going to get it more and more in that family? Did you mention a short while ago that your sisters, cousins, mother do this?